It was very nice of Rachel to help us out.
Yes.
So this can be a blind tasting. We know what we have. We just don't know what is what. Correct.
That's true. And that's not necessarily just talking about the bourbon, to be honest with you.
What is what?
We kind of don't know what is what a lot of times.
That's true.
So we have, as you just said, we've got a couple different bourbons. They are both from Knob Creek. We are going to compare, contrast, and choose which of these is our favorite for this Give It a Shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith. And we are AboutBeverages.com. And the beverages that we're about today are the Knob Creek, the straight bourbon whiskey, and the Knob Creek rye.
Both of them are 100 proof, so that's a level playing field.
Right.
So the only difference really is the grain bill that they use to create them.
Okay.
Like I said, one of them being with rye, hence rye whiskey, and then the other one being their normal whatever, corn maybe. I'm peeking here at something.
So one is actually bourbon and one is not. Because the grain bill, in order to be bourbon, has to be 51%.
That is correct.
So
you're
this
100%
was rye.
right. This
So
one
yes.
is actually called straight rye whiskey. Keith.
Yeah.
Good job there.
Well,
Good job being specific.
Suddenly it just came.
And it's
to me.
even right on the bottle. Right, I could have looked. Right
I
there
looked
as
at that
opposed
too.
over that way. Delightful.
As you were saying that about the rye, I was realizing, wait a minute, that we some of what I learned about bourbon has stuck. Not everything, but that was one thing. It has to be at least a certain percentage. So if there's that much rye in it, then it's not.
It's
not bourbon.
It is not. So
Not
anyway,
that it's not delicious. But.
We like I said, they have been marked, so we will be able to look at these at the end of our tasting and find out which is which. But they've already been poured, so we actually don't need to go get the bottles. But a dynamic duo of robots is watching over them for us.
Yeah, protecting them.
Yeah,
because there's more left.
Oh, that would have been good if it would have been Hall & Oates. The Private Eyes would have been watching the bourbon. But I don't have any Hall & Oates albums because they're terrible.
Oh, that I'm going to disagree with you.
Keith completely agrees. Oh wow, that was the picture.
Oh, the
robots.
The
robots. Maybe move one bottle so you can see the robots.
I will
move the front one. There's a Oh, that's good. I like your positioning.
Okay, there we go.
Look at that. It's looking longingly.
This is the cover.
Yeah, this is the cover of the Styx album from 1983. Thank you.
Yes.
I like that. I need you to walk around with me when I need musical knowledge. We always talk about that at work. Anytime we have a musical question, all of a sudden I'm like, well, if I had Keith here.
Well, there's either the internet or me.
You're a little faster and more information. To be honest,
it depends on what the music was, but yes, I try to be, of course.
Yeah, if all of a sudden I was like, "Hey, we were listening to the Wu-Tang Clan," you'd be like, and I would also be like, "Yeah, exactly." Yeah, but
no, not the Who.
But if I said, "Hey, what did this song in 1970 on the Billboard charts?" You'd be like, "Boom!" It would be there, right there. Musical Jeopardy. I'm going on with this guy. This is the guy I want in my corner. So anyway, away from the music side, we don't actually need to take these bottles back. But we're going to switch over to the other picture. But we do thank them. They're going to keep an eye on them in case.
Again, domo arigato.
If we do need to pour some more to taste things or test things, we can always go back to that and do it. So this is what we're having.
Those the little things sticking out on the bottles look like like the pumps on like a lotion or a soap.
Wouldn't that be great? A bourbon pump.
Oh yeah, a bourbon pump or a bourbon lotion.
Yeah. Just don't get pulled over.
What do you? Yeah, it's lotion. I swear.
I swear it's lotion.
I haven't drank in years, but I douse myself in lotion.
I'm ensconced in lotion.
Ensconced in lotion and hand soap. Ooh, a bourbon. Oh yeah, that'd be good.
I've smelled a lot of because we. I should finish the sentence faster. We go to Bed Bath & Beyond on occasion. My wife likes Bed Bath & Beyond.
We do?
We do. We could.
We don't, but
I'm not a huge fan of the men's fragrances at Bed Bath & Beyond. I like the lady stuff. Not for myself, but for my lady. But they do sometimes have either the scented candles or different things. And some of them are either like leather and teak and bourbon. Like they never smell like those things.
Right.
Like the other ones, it's like, oh, that smells like vanilla.
Yeah.
And that smells like whatever.
That smells like pine.
Yeah, that smells like pine. Like they get the mountain pine. They get those things going, but like I said, yeah, the bourbons and those things, they never quite get right. And there are so many good stouts and different things we've had. We're like, oh, this needs to be the lotion that we dab on. That would just be so delightful. I want to be kissed. Yeah. But so they have been marked. They have been poured, so we can taste these right now, compare them, smell them, and then we can find out at the end, hopefully not by looking at the bottom and pouring them on the keyboard, which I like to do. We can actually hold them way up and look at the bottom and find out.
Is there a sticker on mine? Or maybe there only needs to be a sticker on one, I guess. Is that? Because I have a
No,
blue-
there's a sticker on that one. I can see it. I can feel it.
Okay, but I don't think there's one on this.
No, there's only one.
Oh, okay.
I told her to write either SB or
Okay.
SR. So it's either one of them is either
Okay. All right,
straight
got it.
bourbon or the other one's SR straight rye.
Okay, all right.
So
Good.
that's what is on the bottom
Okay.
of these glasses, which I don't know which is which. So we're going to go with the non-labeled one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm
right.
used to going left to right. So.
All right. So unlabeled, color,
Copper,
copper honey.
honey, yeah, light brown.
Honey copper.
Yep.
It's my
Yellow.
stage name. Honey copper. Look at it coming from the copper state. We've got honey copper coming to the first time. No.
Honey,
Didn't
honey
work.
copper? Copper honey, maybe.
Copper honey. Okay.
Copper honey sugar. Crispy sugar.
Crispy sugar. Oh, God. I'll never forget that one. We learned long ago never to inhale too deeply.
Obviously, I forgot. I did not pay a price.
Yeah.
I just get some brown sugar.
There's some brown sugar.
Sweet.
In there. Brown sugar, sweet. Little vanilla. I get a little vanilla. There's a little
Yeah, that's
lighter
probably what that-
sweetness in there,
yeah.
like a vanilla bean kind of thing going on. Than the maple brown sugar, and definitely some wood. This is the usual wood notes and some heat.
don't
I don't
get-
know. I know that
I
you
get the
can't
heat.
smell heat, but I can feel the heat.
Pushing me to
Feel the heat.
pushing me to the side.
Pushing you aside between these two.
Power station.
Damn.
No, I don't get the oak yet. Maybe it'll probably come through in the taste, but I'm not getting it. In the
So do we
aroma.
want to do sniff, or do we want to do and taste, or do we want to do sniff and taste?
Oh, that's
sniff and
good. Let's sniff now.
Okay.
Sniff the other one then.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, okay. This one is
More
much,
heat.
A little more heat, but I didn't necessarily get more heat right away. I got more like smoky woody in this one on the right.
Oh, man.
Well, don't go so deep,
no,
man.
but I did with this one.
First timer over here.
I did with this one, and I was fine.
Oh, okay.
This one I was not.
All
And
right.
I think I was a little more restrained with that because that smelled so good.
Yeah, so it's
tried to
funny.
suck my face
I
right
got a
inside the drinking
similar.
glass.
See, I got a similar amount of heat. I think I even got a little more in that one. But it was.
I got more heat from this.
I definitely get like a smoky woody kind of thing going on here. I get less sweet notes. Like I don't even know if I quite get the vanilla.
Yeah, there isn't a high note there. That's definitely lower.
That's all lower.
To me, it's lower in
Lower
heat.
brown sugar, and like I said, a lot of wood.
Yeah,
Which
I get the
sometimes
heat.
it's the wood that makes it good. So we're gonna find out. Of
course.
All right. So now we're gonna go back to the first one.
For the taste.
Taste.
Okay. Spicy.
Yeah. That is
Holy
spicy.
God. That's heat.
Yeah. That's. It's kind of a.
Wow.
It's it's a silent killer. Because at the first when I took a sip, it hit a little bit, but I was like, okay, I get a little bit of I got still a little bit of the vanilla, got a little bit of other just some nice little honey note, and then it got a little heavier as it went to the back, and then it's just like heat going down. It's strong. It's strong like bull going. Well, not quite that. I've had. Oh man, that'll be a tangent. Ask me about the tangent later.
The tangent.
The tangent. We'll talk
We'll
about
take
that
it.
later.
Well, that'll be content for our people who.
No, this could be.
Oh,
tangent
it'll be part
for
of the
here.
podcast.
Yeah, it'll be
Okay.
a quick. It's a quick
Okay.
tangent.
All right. Okay.
All right. So, did you have anything else to add to that? You just said spicy.
No, it's just, I
little
got a
spicy
lot of
fire?
spice and I got a lot of fire.
Okay.
I get the wood now and the taste. I definitely get the oak.
Sometimes you got to take that second sip, especially with bourbon. Like we just had rosé, so we were like light and fruit. Our palate was like, "Hey, light and fruity time,"
Yeah.
and now we're like, "Now
No.
we're into the real business."
Now
yeah,
we're going to beat you over the head.
not today.
Yes.
Yeah, so it kind of went the other way with this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I get
Okay.
a little bit more of like the complexity on the second
Yeah.
sip. A little more woody kind of. Okay. All right. So now we're gonna try the other one. Oh, that's actually some pretty good fire too. That one I get more like retronasal soft palate fire. Like
Yeah.
it's not going down; it's going up.
Yeah. It's rising.
Yeah. Ooh, these are hot.
I got more front of the tongue with the
100
first
proof,
one
my friend.
than the second one.
You got more what?
More front of the tongue fire from the first one than I did from the second.
Yeah, the second one to me, like, I don't know, it wasn't there was nothing like major that came out to me. Like to me, what I noticed like right away is it literally kind of barely hit my palate and then went up. went nose, went aromatic, like not perfumey, but like I said, the spice kind of went that way and almost actually went back through my nasal cavity. It was like, hey, and like that was kind of what really hit me on that one, and that's also got some good fire going down though as well. So the tangent is we're talking about fire since this plays into
Fire
it.
tangent.
I have had the Knob Creek. It's like single barrel something or other. It's 120.
Okay.
I usually subscribe to the whole thing of like I don't like to mellow out my flavors, as Fitz would say.
Right.
Thrown in a dash of water or whatever. Oh my God, that thing I had to put a cube in. 120 proof. It's too much for me.
What was the one we had at Joe's that we had?
That one was also around 115-ish, something like that. That was Bullet, has a single barrel that they came out with, and they claimed on that one, hey, this is for people that want an introduction to the higher level proof single barrel. I don't think I need that introduction. It's just like so. I mean, just because it's kind of like how it is with like people that like really spicy foods and different things. Like I like spices and I like all the complexity they can add to it, but I don't like it to be like, oh God, I made it through that. It's like that's not fun to me.
Right.
These aren't quite that, but these are definitely probably at my peak.
Right.
For the most part, unless you're mixing it with something, which these aren't super expensive. Both of these are $25 to $30, depending on your. I think the rye was a little more, whichever one that is. The rye was a little more. We got that actually in California.
Yeah, I remember you tweeted that you were having some in the hotel room.
Yeah,
or something, right?
exactly. It was kind of
like get your paper coffee cups out and
we did. I went and
They've got glasses.
I went and got ice down at the ice thing, whatever, the ice maker or whatever. I got that, and I went to the Bevmo that was near our hotel. And I went in there, got other stuff, and I was getting some beers. And I was like, I was like, because my wife has been kind of more into the bourbons. I was like, oh, I'll get a bourbon. Like, I bet that'll be something. She's like, oh, And I can't remember what else. I was looking at a Woodford Reserve and a couple other things, and then someone walked by, and they're like, oh, have you had the? I said, oh, I've had regular Knob Creek. And they're like, oh, have you had the rye? We got this in, and, so he sold me on it. Whichever one that is.
So, what one do you like better?
I have another tangent. I have a second tangent.
So many tangents.
So I'm watching like movies the other day. Like actually, I was watching it with Pocket of Positive. We were doing our horror movie Friday, and it was Friday the 13th, which is
the way that
amazing.
worked out. That was great.
It's one of my favorite things that we get together and watch these horror. I truly love it.
Oh, she loves it too.
It's true. I love doing that. It's just fun. We hang out. We make fun of these kind of bad movies. Sometimes we see a really good one, but it's just hanging out is just awesome. So anyway. We're watching one of them, and I even commented to her at the time. The guy, like, oh, you want to, he gave him something to drink, and these guys in these movies, like, oh, and they just drink it. Like, I'm sorry, like, I have never been able to drink like this much, like in it, like they pour.
Well, if it's like cheap, like Canadian Mist crap or something.
But even then, I don't know what. Again, I don't know.
There are
if they
stuff
poured
that's not.
It
like
could,
this.
it could be Crown. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
But like I said, it could be, like whatever. But like I said, but no matter what, like something with at least 80 to 100 proof, being able to just like have a sip and then just just kind of, and like what, like come on.
Well, what
That's
situation were they?
like work on that?
But what had they just gone through in this horror movie?
Oh, complete trauma. Like he had his like teeth pulled out and like drilling in I suppose.
So probably then I'm like.
But what it made me think of other movies I've seen even in other old shows and stuff. And I mean. I don't have bourbon on a daily basis, but like I could never imagine like you unless I was like, I'll give you $100 if you just down that like nuts and don't make a face. Like you'd have to pay me to do to not do that. But I think I like the one on the left better. It's hard to say. You kind of have to have a few sips because now like the heat part is kind of dissipating a little bit. So now I'm able to kind of evaluate a little better. So when I had that one, I thought one, and then when I had that, I was like ready to say the left one, but I kind of like some of the Woody character that's in this. Kind of like I'd like a combination of the two, maybe. I don't know. Are you leaning one way or the other? Like, is something?
I'm going to say, I don't know if I should lead with this or finish with this. I have been going back and forth on which one I like better. I think I'm going to land.
Honestly, you can like neither.
Well, no, that kind of of the two.
I caught this.
Of the two, I like the one on the left. That being said, I don't know if I'm buying either of those.
I don't think so either, to be honest with you.
Because it's not like either one of those. I'm like, wow, that's good.
Because I've had other things from Knob Creek, because that's the Jim Beam line of bourbons. So I've had Basil Hayden's, which is delicious.
Right.
Again, hitting a higher price point. You're talking $35,
Right.
$37, something like that. But that one's really good because it's smooth. It has a little hint of mint. There's like something else.
Have we
going
done
on there.
Knob Creek on our? bourbon
I
podcast?
honestly, you know what, we may have.
Okay.
You
We'll have
the
to go
listener,
back
can
and
go
look.
back into the archives
Yeah.
and check that out. We'll look after the show here
Yeah.
and check that out. But
I think the one on the left is more balanced. I think there's like they're more in harmony, whereas to me the one on the right is kind of going here and then it goes there and then it goes there, and it's just it's not as cohesive.
yeah,
But like I said, that being said, I'm not like going to ask. I don't think I'd buy either one. There's so many bourbons out there. Oh, I couldn't quite see what that said.
oh darn it, did I raise it up too high?
No, I didn't see what it said.
I think I like the one on the left better as well. But I like some of the things in the one on the right. But again, I would totally agree. I don't know if these would be my go-to. Like I hadn't had the Knob Creek in so long. That was why we originally got that one.
Right.
And the rye just happened to come about.
Right.
So then it was like, oh, we should podcast on
So
both
which
of
one do you think the rye is?
I'm going to say it's probably the marked one.
That's what I was going to guess, but I don't know. So we look.
All right, we're going to finally
The big
look.
reveal.
Nope. The rye is the one on the left.
What does that say?
SB, straight bourbon.
Oh, okay.
So we like the rye one better.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a little bit of a surprise.
Yeah, I like rye. So but for some reason I was thinking the rye was going to
like
be the
bullet
more
rye.
one even.
We've had the bullet rye, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that one's really
That's
good.
good.
Bullet really good is good in general, just for that,
Especially
price
at the
point.
price, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's a mixer and you can actually drink it too,
Yeah.
which is nice.
Yeah,
But-
you don't feel bad if you make a mixed drink with it.
So we both picked the rye over
That's
the
true.
regular straight Knob Creek. Interesting.
Yeah.
I see that the Knob Creek is patiently aged. I just saw that on the screen over there. That struck me funny. And it also won a World's Best Rye 2016 International Wine and Spirits Competition, Worldwide Whiskey.
Okay.
So yeah, so we like that one better. Can we recommend either of them? I don't know. I don't think so. Unless you are looking for an experience like we talked about. If you want
Right.
something that's a little hotter, a little more of a burn, are you mixing it with something where
Right.
you want that to like have to, that it can work a
Right.
little harder to get through?
There's
That's
just so
honestly up to you. There's so many different ones, so many ones we like.
so many bourbons in so little time.
Bullet,
that I would
Jefferson.
Yeah.
Like think about things that are like whatever.
What's the one
35
that
bucks.
was it the Bakers I liked?
You like the Bakers because of the cola note.
The
You
cola,
caught-
yeah, that was
now
really
that's
good.
in like 40s.
Yeah.
You're getting a little more there,
But see,
that's still not Scotch.
Elijah Craig?
Elijah Craig is a good one. You've
That's
had the Rare
good.
Eagle, which is
The
really
Rare
good.
Eagle is good. Yeah.
Yeah, there are
There's
so
a
many
lot of
really
good
good
ones.
bourbons,
Yeah.
and this one's not bad. You just have to be looking for this type of flavor,
Right.
I would say.
Right.
Like I said, and for me, I think that amount of heat, it's a little
Yeah.
much, because that's usually what I go to bourbon for. I don't mix it in anything. I usually go to it because I want something neat. I want
Right.
those flavors.
Right.
So
I agree.
I agree. And hopefully you all agree to go to our website at aboutbeverages.com, or you can go to YouTube.
Yes.
It's a new thing. It just came around. We're kind of on the forefront.
YOUTUBE
Yeah.
dot
.com.
com.
There's also http:// in front of it. Sometimes you have to put that. Depends on your browser. If you're using Netscape, something really old,
Netscape. Oh my gosh.
you may have to use
I
that.
always like that logo for Netscape though.
It was a pretty good one.
Yeah.
I remember using Netscape for forever. But anyway, go to YouTube. You can subscribe to us there. We've got a bunch of different reviews, tastings, and different things like that. If you're interested in the live thing where we have other kinds of shenanigans going on, sometimes we play games.
Right.
And also we do a lot of interacting with you in chat and commenting and things like that, or tasting along with us. Twitch.tv/AboutBeverages. That is the place to go.
That's where you'll find us.
But whether we like it or not,
You should give it 2 shots.